Welcome back. The Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture will release the Namibia Senior Secondary Certificate Advanced Subsidiary Level results today. An official release of the results will be held at a ceremony in Oshivarongo in the Otjozondjupa region this morning. Joining us in studio with a forecast of the event and a review of the performance of the candidates is the Director of Examinations and Assessment in the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Clementine Tsumise Garises. Good morning, ma'am, and welcome to Good Morning Namibia.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Now, what we do know is this is the first group or cohort of learners who sat for the AS level exams. How would you describe their overall performance?
Exceptionally well.
Wow.
They did very good. It was expected because they are the top of the cream anyway. They were selected carefully with a requirement that they had to meet in order to progress to AS level. They did very well. Very well. Considering even the fact that it is the first time that we ever offered AS in Namibia.
Wow, that is very good news on this gift of a Wednesday morning.
They did.
Seeing that this was the first round, how many schools accommodated candidates for these exams?
In total, 102 schools, of which 88 are public schools and 14 are private schools offered AS in 2021.
How many candidates are we talking about at these 102 schools?
5,007 candidates set for exams.
That's quite significant.
Comparing with ordinary level, actually a bit small, but for starters, it's a good number. It's a good number.
Returning to the good news that you shared during your introduction, what is the highest grade in AS level?
The grading system we are using at AS is A to E, of which A is the highest and E the lowest. Anything below E is ungraded, and it is represented with small letters A to E, unlike with ordinary level where we have capital letters.
Why is there a distinction between the two in terms of caps or not?
To make sure that the world knows this is advanced subsidiary, we need to make a difference, because if you just put an A, some people might not read the heading and missed the point that this level have been prepared at another level than the ordinary level. Yeah.
Bearing in mind that this was the first cohort and also being cognizant of how well you say they performed, what does this say about the state of our education system that often comes under fire?
You see, we have a very good system. We are preparing the candidates at their levels, and they can decide up to which level they can proceed. A candidate who wishes to study law will work hard throughout his school career, formal schooling, in order to progress to AS and to meet the requirements of tertiary institutions to study in that field. Those who want to go to vocational training, they will again stop at the level which is ordinary level, which is required. Why subjecting everybody at the highest level, and later on we complain and say learners are not making it? Give them the choice to stop at the level they want to. Now, what AS is supposed to do, AS is supposed to prepare the learners with in-depth subject knowledge, analytical skills, critical thinking skills, so that these learners can be elevated to, with their competencies to perform at highest level, to bridge the gap between formal schooling and tertiary first year student life, in order to transition smoothly from formal schooling to tertiary level. That is what AS is aiming at. And as far as the ministry is concerned, we expect these learners to have a higher success rate at tertiary level.
Now, despite their success rate, despite how well we did for the first round, which are the challenges that remain?
The challenges at school level mostly is from the learners and teachers it's more demanding. It is expected to be demanding because it's advanced subsidiary and it is internationally recognized. It is pegged against Cambridge. So it's expected to be demanding. And that's why only those who meet the set requirements are supposed to continue. Stop at the level where you are comfortable and venture into the direction that your capabilities allow you. And let the rest continue at the levels which they can master. Yeah.
At times, there may be external factors that influence whether or not I'm comfortable beyond what is demonstrated. If initially I went for ordinary level and subsequently I decide I still want to join AS, am I allowed to? What is the process and procedure?
You still need the set requirement. You need to achieve a C grade or better in subjects that are offered at AS to proceed. It's not just I want to. We had a fight at the beginning where many wanted to continue at AS. And then after registration was done, many came back and said, I want to withdraw. Now it's tough. Few of them actually, not all, many. But some came back because you need to be ready. You need to be focused. You need to know what you want. What is it that you want? What is the field you want to venture into? And how much are you willing? Because these candidates have to do independent studies also. Even if the teacher is not in the class, you have to be your own teacher in order to make it.
Before we get to a brief preview of what is expected to happen at Oshivarongo this morning, why did the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture decide to host this event in the Otjozondjupa region?
Yeah, it's basically the minister is on her on a mission in the regions, and then we didn't want her to travel back to Windhoek just to have the press statement done here and travel back. So we had to, and after all, we are following a decentralized model. Why focusing only on Windhoek if other towns can also do that? Yeah.
Now, apart from officially releasing the results, what will happen at Oshivarongo this morning?
Yeah, the minister will release officially. Release the results at 9 o'clock, and as from 12 o'clock afternoon, 1200 hours, candidates can view their results on the website of the ministry, as well as through obtain the results through SMS services by using the numbers 99099 or 55755. Alternatively, also they can get their statement of results from their centers, or they can call in at the regional offices, examination office, and get the results telephonically.
If one calls in, what is it that you need to provide to make sure that it's indeed the right candidate requesting the results?
You have to have your full candidate number. Full candidate number. Even for SMSs, you need to have full candidate number. If you don't have it, you will not access the results.
Kindly repeat the SMS line numbers.
99099 or 55755.
How much does it cost per SMS?
That I will not know.
Very well.
Unfortunately.
No problem. Any final remarks this morning, please, ma'am?
Yeah, it is appropriate for us just to wish the graduates who successfully completed their formal schooling to the best, and also to encourage the remaining ones who did not get satisfactory results to upgrade with the centers, part-time centers, so that they can make it next time. That opportunity is still there.
Thank you very much and best of luck.
Thank you.
There you have it. That was the Director of Examinations and Assessment in the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Ms. Clementine Tsumise Garises, talking to us about the release of the AS results this morning at 9 o'clock at Oshivarongo. We'll be right back after a brief break.